Andy, thank you for joining us after our draw against Forest Green Rovers. A huge point today, all level in our Boxing Day fixture, in difficult conditions. What do you make of the game and your team's performance?
Yeah, really pleased with them. From the first minute to the last, they kept going against, like you said, a big club, huge resources, looking to get out of this league, back to where they were from last year. But I thought we matched them, and I don't think a point flattered us at the end of it.
As I said, difficult conditions to play with all the fog. Do you think that played a part in the match?
Nah, not really. I think the players could see well enough. So yeah, I don't think that made it any different whatsoever. It's probably more difficult for the fans and probably us from the dugout to see everything that went on. But no, I don't think that played its part at all. I think it was two teams playing, just getting on with football.
We saw more attacking line-up in the second half with Ponticelli, Creaney and Chris Ray all finishing the match. What was your message at half-time, and did you change anything that you think made a big difference in the second half?
My biggest thing at half-time was we've played against a team who are at the top, who've just come out of the league, and we've absolutely matched them in the first half. Apart from the goal, we switched off once before that. The biggest key message for me was that we need to get a bit more belief because we can compete with these teams. That's where we are. I wanted to take that on board second half. I wanted to be nice and positive. We're also mindful that we don't want to get blown out in the game, so we're always a little bit conservative, but I wanted to get attacking players on. The George one was a tough one because he's been brilliant for me, but he was booked harshly, in my opinion, in the first whatever for wasting time, which he clearly wasn't. But that limits what he can do, the way he plays. I didn't want him to pick up a second book and then be missing games, so that was an easy one. It was nice to get Jordan on. He's a good 10, so that was a straightforward. And then obviously the longer the game went on, I wanted to get other players on, attacking options, your Tonks's, your Creaney, your Kyle Williams, all the ones that come on all played a part.
We left it late once again with Dan Creaney scoring late on. One of 8 goals we've scored this season past the 90th minute. How happy does it make you to get these late goals, seeing your team working their absolute hardest until the final whistle?
I think the goals late, they just epitomise what this group's all about, and I've said that since I've been here. I'll get a dresser room where people want to keep going and keep going. We're a part-time team and we're still going strong in the last few minutes. So that that speaks volumes for what they've got in there. And like you said, with the players we've got and the weapons we've got, we're always likely to score. That's why for me it's important we stay in a game. And to be fair, most of the games this season, odd one or two we've not been, but we've been in them right to the end. And points you pick up like that are vital. These are a team trying to get out of the league. That is another massive point. And we perhaps could have nicked it later on. Bit similar to the York thing, it could have almost been free. But I think everyone coming here today would say that is a great point for the club.
Just 2 losses in the league at home this season, as we've recently taken points off 2 title contenders in York City and Forest Green Rovers. What is it about playing at the Land Ground that makes a team so strong?
I think it's a bit of everything. It's obviously our home patch. We play the surface really well. There's a lot more belief here. We'll always pick up points at home. We've said that from day one. My remit was need to pick more up away, and I said the last away performance was fantastic. So that was pleasing. I think the season's been so good so far. I look at the fixtures we've had, probably even look at December, there's some tough games, but we're still picking up points. So we have to make it fortress. We knew coming into this league that we had to make it horrible. I'll give every team loads of respect, and Forest Green are no different. They've come from good places, they want to go back to them places. But once we start, I want to beat them. And however we can do it, we'll do it. And if we make it nasty, horrible, and put the ball in the box as much as we can, I'm not proud to say how we win or draw games of football. It's about doing what's best for us.
A busy Christmas schedule as we look on to New Year's Eve against Solihull Moors. Do you have any initial thoughts on this fixture?
Another tough one. They've got a good record. They're going well. I think they do really, really well there. Got a lot of time for Wingy, the manager. Known him over the years at different clubs. Again, a respectful guy. We speak quite lightly anyway, so we know it's going to be tough. It's a local derby. It's another great game. I just feel we can go into these games with no pressure because we've got a nice lot of points on the board. We're sitting okay. There's a lot of belief in the camp. We've got players coming back from injury. Everyone wants to play, and we keep mixing up, and everyone's playing their part. So it's one we can look forward to. Yes, it will be tough because they're all tough. We know that, but yeah, looking forward to it.
And finally, as we approach the new year, how would you summarise 2024 for you, the players and the club?
I think it's been a fantastic year. I mean, everyone looks at where we've come from and what we're doing. You look at the league situation, what we did last year to get promoted was unbelievable. We didn't have loads, we've had a few additions, we've kept loads of it the same. We're now competing in a full-time league as a part-time club, doing well. Obviously the cup runs speak for themselves. So yeah, I think anyone who's not happy at where we are at the moment shouldn't be in football. And sometimes you have to take a step back because when you set high standards, and we do, you want more. You just want to do better and better, and you're always looking for a way to do that. But equally, you have to look at it and think, wow, you have to take a step back and enjoy what we're doing at the moment, because it doesn't come around very often, and that is a fact. So yeah, summary of 24, really, really good.
Andy, thank you for joining us today. We hope you had a great Christmas, and we'll see you on New Year's Eve.
No, brilliant. I'll say it's great for the supporters. You know, I think it's been a good year for them. Hopefully they've all had a good Christmas. We look forward to another good New Year. But we'll see them all hopefully at Solihull.
Andy, thank you very much.
Cheers.